How big of a drag do you see this trade war having on the U.S. economy?
Well, it started out right away, Sienna. If you think about it, just from the beginning, farmers, manufacturing, those are the two areas that get hit fast and get hit hard. They had to put together a package for the farmers to begin with. And the talk is Trump going to have to do another package for them if he adds more tariffs on? This is already costing us about $831 per American. So we're wondering how much further is this going to go? And this could all go away tomorrow if his counterpart Xi and Trump get together and say, hey, enough of this and let's get some sort of agreement. Could it happen by October? Who knows? But that's some of the things that we're looking at in both those sectors. Manufacturing is definitely going to, along with farming, it's definitely going to get hit first, and it's going to have an impact.
What's interesting is Wall Street's obviously been weighing in now on this trade war for quite some time. Nomura was out with a note this morning saying that for China's economy, the first half of the year was hard, but the second half could be even harder. When you're trying to evaluate who has the upper hand in this situation, whether it's the U.S. or whether it's China, from where we stand right now, who do you think has the leg up in this situation?
Well, right now, as it stands, we might be hurting a little bit, but I think China has the onus that it's going to hurt them longer in the long run. And we have simply so many different areas where we can win out and hold on versus China in that respect.
When you take a look at how the market has reacted to the trade war, obviously it's caused some volatility in the markets, but we were just at all-time highs in the middle of last week. Today, where we're trading, we're not too far from those all-time highs. If we don't see some sort of deal on trade, what's the downside risk to the markets?
Well, I mean, we could see anywhere between 1% to 3% on the downside. And, you know, as you said, we have historically low, 50-year low unemployment. We also have low, I mean, the markets really don't care what's going to happen at this particular point. But you also have to take into consideration, should we not have a trade deal, the markets are definitely going to take it on the chin, and it is going to go lower, and we could see even further downtrend if we enact those further tariffs, and we could see us paying more for it.
Achilles, the big thing that investors are watching this week is a testimony from Jerome Powell. He's testifying down on Capitol Hill. When we take a look, when you try to assess what the Fed should do at its policy meeting later this week, what do you think should happen?
Well, he's testifying two times. And there's more information coming out. We have the CPI and the PPI, both Thursday and Friday, respectively. So you want to take it into consideration. The Fed has been dovish in its approach to cutting rates. Now, everybody had, if you had asked them a month ago, some people were talking about 50 basis. And I'm on the latter side where, you know, we should go less than more. You know, they may take 25 basis points if they do a cut, but there's not enough evidence yet. You know, we are starting to see slowdown, and Jerome Powell has already indicated that he is willing to take that action if enough evidence supports that going forward.
So you think from where we stand right now, there's not even enough evidence for the Fed, or that the Fed should lower rates by 25 basis points?
I'm in the camp that we should let's see what happens first before going so quick, because we only have so many quivers in our, as far as arrows are concerned. So we need to be prudent about how we're going to approach this. We know that slowdown is occurring. We're seeing that across the board globally. Morgan Stanley put out, they started cutting their global forecasts and the like. So we definitely are aware that there is a slowdown occurring, but we just need to be a little bit more prudent, in my opinion, about how we approach this.
All right, Achilles Larrea, thanks so much for stopping by today.
Thanks for having me.